So the first question, in the youthful stage of a river, channel gradient is steep but velocity is low. Second, channel gradient is steep and valley deepening is high, and sides are gentle, and valley sides are steep and convex. Correct answer, it is mainly channel gradient. Valley sides are steep and convex. Okay, 4 is the correct. सो एक स्क्रैप प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय स्ट्रक्चर, मैंने मिस कर दिया यहाँ पर एक थोड़ा सा पेज। ओके, तो यहाँ पर मिस हो गया, सॉरी फॉर दैट। Scrap produced by structurally controlled erosion at the ancient fault is known as fault line scrap. It is correct. Structurally controlled erosion of the at an ancient fault is known as fault line scrap. A chemical fault is one that shows movement at or near the ground surface at least once within the past 35 years. A chemical fault is one that shows movement of at or near the ground surface at least once within the past 35,000 years. सो 1 2 3 4 ऑल आर करेक्ट। सो यहाँ पर 1 और 2 मिस्टेक हुआ है, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट देखा देंगे। फोन एंड चिनुगुएंस आर experienced in the valley of northern Alps in Switzerland and on the eastern slope of Rockies in North America. So valleys of northern Alps in Switzerland and on the eastern slopes of Rockies in North America. So fauna and chinuguins are experienced in the valleys of northern Alps in Switzerland and on the eastern slopes of Rockies in North America. So it is correct. Not others are correct. So eastern slopes of southern Alps in Switzerland and the western slopes of Andes in South America, it is not. So mainly eastern slopes, western slopes or not, eastern slopes of North America and valleys of the valley of the North Alps of Switzerland in Switzerland. Consider the following diagram. Consider the diagram. The place marked X. X is yellow bar. Okay, is yellow bar. X spotted mainly is yellow bar. Not red, not coal, not others. So list 1 and list 2 and select the correct. So list 1, so 26 to 20 to 26. So here we can see in the option first. So 20 to 25, 26 and above 150 centimeter rainfall, it is mainly related to rice. And 10 to 20 and 50 to 75 centimeter rainfall, it is in wheat. And 20 centimeter to 20 centigrade temperature and 70 to 75 to 100 centimeter rainfall is related to, I think it is cotton. Okay, C1. Yes, cotton. Okay, here you can see cotton. And so now 27 to 25 and 100 to 150, it is related to sugar cane. So you can see in the option answer. Next, list 1 and list 2, belt of calm. belt of calm. So it is mainly belt of calm, equatorial region, belt of calm in the equatorial region. So and deflective force it is Coriolis. Roaring force is mainly westerlies and Harmattan it is mainly doctor wind. Consider the following statements regarding lapse rate. Lapse rate. So an unsaturated air mass cools at a dry adiabatic lapse rate when it rises in the atmosphere. So regarding lapse rate, an unsaturated air mass cools at dry adiabatic lapse rate. So an unsaturated air mass cools at dry adiabatic level lapse rate when it rises in the atmosphere, and the dry adiabatic lapse rate amounts to 1 degree centigrade per 100 meters. The dry adiabatic lapse rate amount to 1 degree centigrade per 1000 meter, 100 meter. Okay, so dry adiabatic lapse rate in the upper level, and per 100 meter it is increased 1 degree centigrade temperature. So the next is 4, dry adiabatic lapse rate DALR is higher because of the release of latent heat of condensation, because of the release of latent heat of condensation. So 1 to 4 are correct. So it is unsaturated. So lapse rate is an unsaturated air mass cools cools at dry adiabatic lapse rate when it rises in the atmosphere. That the dry adiabatic lapse rate amounts to 1 degree centigrade per 100 meters. The first research program which focused the El Nino Southern Oscillation and its predictability was called Global Change and Terrestrial Ecosystem. The first research program which focused on the El Nino Southern Oscillation and its predictability was called Global Change and Terrestrial Ecosystem. First research program which focused on El Nino Southern Oscillation and its predictability was called Global Change and Terrestrial Ecosystem, GCTE. Which of the following are correct regarding Humboldt current? So it is a cold current. It is caused by upwelling of seawater from moderate depths. It is caused by upwelling of seawater from the moderate depths, and it originates of the Peruvian coast. So 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Humboldt, but it is a 1, it is not correct. 4 is not, 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Which of the following statements is not correct? So the terrigenous deposits consist of materials derived from the wear and tear of the lands. So it is correct? No, not correct. It is terrigenous deposits consist of magnetic material that derives from the wear and tear of the lands. It's not correct. And the terrigenous deposits consist of the volcanic material. It's not correct. It is not related to volcanic material. 2 is wrong and 1 is wrong. 3. The terrigenous deposits consist of the remains of animals and plants that live on the bed of the sea. It is correct. It consists of the remains of animals and plants that live on the bed of the sea. It is correct. And the terrigenous deposits consist of calcareous shells of planktonic organisms. So it is consist of calcareous cells of planktonic organisms. It is correct. And so 3 and 4 are correct, but here question is not correct. So it is 1 and 2 are not correct. So thank you. Next we discuss another question.